Hello, gorgeous Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive straight in and see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. All right. So let's have a little look for my gorgeous Aries. Please, Spirit, can we dive straight into some messages for them? You have the To Be Fair card. Now, this always comes up when you're in the middle of a life review this week, right? Being very wise with your choices and what you're choosing to keep in your life and what you're choosing to release, all right, as well, which is really important. I always say using your intuition is why that owl is there sitting on top of your head. There's a little fortune cookie over there saying nope, and there's a pearl in the other one. So things that have value in your life and things that just are not for you. All right. So being very open and honest with yourself about certain things. So that could be people, right? That could be certain career choices. That could just be things, habits, whatever it is. All right. It's really important to weigh things up. Okay. To create balance into your life ultimately. Let's dive in a little bit more. Let's see what else is important for Aries during this week. Please, Spirit, can we get an animal spirit out? Lizard says dream the world into being. So that's very interesting. I do feel like you guys are going through some kind of change during this week, but it's one where you're having to make the right choices for, right? It's not the change that just happens. It's a change that you create. So that's going to be important for you guys this week. So I'll actually show you this card a bit up close if I can grab it. Lizards are known for adapting well. Okay, so maybe you guys are having to adapt to your environment a bit better or learn how to do that, or maybe being a bit more quick at thinking or coming up with certain decisions. It reminds me of the King of Wands, and you're a fire sign, so maybe that's an important message for you guys, of taking the leadership position or taking control of your decision making, whatever it is. Seems to resonate a little bit with your other cards too. Just got a flavor of something. So sometimes I just get random like smells or tastes, and I don't remember what it is. I feel like it's like duck. I don't eat duck, so I wonder if that's important, or duck rolls or something. I don't know. Anyway, Aries, I don't know what you guys are doing. Anyway, dream the world into being is the part of the lizard spirit as well. So again, whatever you guys are able to dream, you can create. It's just about your decisions and your ability to adapt as well. So some growth going on here for you guys, to say the least. But let's dive in a little bit more. Let's get you some angel messages from your angel, should I say, for Aries. Please, Spirit, what do you want to say to them during this week? Children, something about children is going to be important. So this could mean maybe you guys are having children, maybe you guys are focusing on your children at this time. However this resonates, it could also be about your inner child. It's too soon to say how this might resonate with you, and of course it's a general reading, so it's just showing up as important. This card doesn't come up very often, so it's very clearly something for you guys. Let's grab you out a Let Go Flow card. Then we'll dive into your tarot and dive a bit deeper into these messages. But anything you want to say for Aries this week, please, Spirit? Whoa. Success. Gorgeous. All right. And this card says success in all areas. All right. All is unfolding in your favor. You are a winner. Woo. Well, if that's not blowing your trumpet, I don't know what would. So let's dive into your tarot and see what's going on there for you guys. So it already looks really, really good with how the energies are showing up for you guys. So I'm going to dive a bit deeper. Right, Spirit, let's get one card out for the overall energy of this week for Aries. The energy of this week. Okay. What is it? The Nine of Pentacles. So working on your independence, working on what you're building for yourself. It is a card of reaping the reward. So it's telling me that some of you are already in a position that, you probably are very grateful for. Whether it is, you've built a business for yourself, for example, you've managed to build your savings up to a certain point, you're able to kind of really see the result. It's a really good card for kind of bathing in the abundance that you have got already. Okay. She's kind of, she's harvesting what she has grown. So that is what you guys are doing at this time. So this is a really good card for your finances, but I'm going to try and remember to go into those areas at the end of the reading. So we'll dive into your finances and career a bit more. But yeah, it's really good for building your foundations up to be in a position when you're able to kind of relax a little bit and enjoy what you've built. So that is the energy of this week. So rewards. All right. Sitting in your own energy, feeling very grateful for what you've got here. Let's see what you are showing up as this week. How are you guys showing up during this week, please? What is the energy of Aries this week? The Ace of Wands, gorgeous. Some of you guys have a new idea. The aces are all about new beginnings, and it's a wand energy, fiery energy. So it's about passions. It's that spark. All right. It could be a new location. I always relate the wands to experiences, and which usually can bring up passions and adventure, that kind of stuff. So I wonder if you guys are kind of relocating or going to new, I feel like it's new experiences. Even if it's a new idea, it's going to take you down a new experience. So whatever you guys are feeling like starting, or whatever idea you guys have, or whatever motivation, whatever that spark is to you, definitely go forward with it. It seems really good. So it could be a new idea that's going to expand what you've built already. It could be an opportunity coming your way, or maybe you're giving it to others this week that's really going to expand what you've built for yourself. I'm going to dive into these cards. Let's clarify these for you guys. All right, Spirit, let's see. Why is the Nine of Wands showing up as the energy of this week for Aries? The Chariot. So this is really quite nice, actually. I want to say that your message here is like, enjoy this calm moment this week, because you're about to get up into that chariot and to chase another dream of yours. So it's, I almost feel like, I feel like that's what you're doing. You're kind of like being able to slow down a little bit and embrace what you've built, but you're about to go on another adventure again, right? The Chariot can be travel, but it's really, he's kind of getting up into that chariot and ready to kind of leave his comfort zone to go and chase the stars. And what does the star mean in tarot? It's your hopes, your dreams. All right, so that's a really nice energy. It's a major arcana card. You also have the Eight of Pentacles here as well. So really heavily to do with your career, your finances, or whatever thing that you're building for yourself right now. All right, let's see why the Ace of Wands is in your energy. Why is this? Why is the Ace of Wands representing Aries this week? What is the meaning behind this? Whoops. The Empress. Oh, some of you are having children. My goodness. Look, the Empress is the pregnant one in the deck. So some of you are definitely bringing something to life, even if you're not having children and you're not planning on it, or not possible, whatever it is for you guys, you definitely are bringing something to life. So Ace of Wands, an idea, a new experience for sure. I feel like it's something you've never done before, something that you're going to be learning about through the path, but like a new business idea, whatever it is. The Empress is all about abundance, peace, compassion, looking at the finer things in life. So it does feel like you're going to be feeling very motivated, very inspired, and just, very happy with the way that things are unfolding. But we're about to dive into a challenge, so hold your breath a little bit there, Aries. But let's see. But yeah, definitely really good for those of you who may want children or are already having children. It does look like some of you might be growing your family, or again, your business. Could be anything. Again, general reading here, but it is about growth. And again, it is about almost nurturing something to life, just like this is as well. You got to kind of water the plants and nurture them, give them the right environment in order to see it grow and evolve. So same thing with the Empress too, but it is a great card for abundance. So again, in terms of finances, in terms of growth, there's an abundance of it. All right, let's dive into your challenge then for the week. What is a challenge that might come up for Aries during this week? The Nine of Wands, interesting. Now, that's not too much of a challenge. I feel like this is really about setting some boundaries. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, right? So it's about feeling a bit hurt. So I wonder if letting go of that is your challenge, or setting that. I don't know who I'm talking to out there. So I feel like for some of you, setting boundaries is really important. For others of you who have been very rigid and cold lately, and maybe even stuck in your comfort zone because you're afraid to get out of it or to open up to others, then it would be kind of to do the opposite. So I'm going to dive into that a little bit more. This does represent that you've been through some kind of battle and maybe still wounded by it, and that is your challenge to deal with that in whatever means possible for you. But let's dive in to what it means. Why is the Nine of Wands in the challenge position for Aries during this week? Why is this the challenge here? The Three of Swords doesn't, so that is again talking about that wounded warrior. So with Justice being here, so the message that's coming into my mind here is almost feeling like you're fighting for something. So I wonder if it is fighting for justice. Remember, we have To Be Fair here, all about balancing the scales. So some of you could be fighting for a balance and for fairness in your life, or for good karma in your life, or for things to work out for you with what you give and you receive. That's balance. So I wonder if that's what it is. I'm going to dive a bit deeper into that Nine of Wands. It does feel like, I'll show you. there is this kind of fence here, or this barrier. So I want to know what that barrier is. Clearly it's about your heart space. Again, a little bit of disappointment or heartbreak this week, or it could be lingering pain. Why is it the Nine of Wands the challenge, or what can Aries do about this challenge? So the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups. Okay, now the Five of Swords is coming out, right? I almost get the sense that, okay, it's not something that you say straight away or express to people straight away, but once people kind of ask you about it, it just explodes a little bit here, because it just feels like now you've told me that you're still hurt over something. So Five of Cups, Six of Cups, there may have been some disappointment maybe around children, because Six of Cups is here, or around your past in general. And with the Three of Swords, Five of Swords, again, conflict, defeat, kind of similar things. Now where fives are, changes are necessary in those areas of your life. So however this shows up for you, I already feel like you are moving forward, but maybe actually addressing and understanding that maybe you are still hurt over something is enough of a challenge for you guys, so that you know that there is an area here that needs fixing. I hope I've made sense to you. I feel like I'm just rambling here, because maybe we're having to look at something differently, because Five of Cups is about that, right? We might be focusing too much on what we don't have, on what was unfair, you're not focusing on what you can do about it, right? To bring that fairness back, or, looking at the problems and not enough at the solutions, kind of thing. So it's just about a change of perspective when the Five of Cups comes through. So yeah, I would say your challenge here is to kind of like open up a little bit about what's hurting you, so that you're able to understand how to move forward from it, okay? And maybe it's to do with that perspective shift here. All right, my angels, let's dive into your advice then from Spirit. What is the advice that you have for Aries this week, please? Thank you. What is that? The Nine of Cups, count your blessings, right? The Nine of Cups is all about your wish fulfillments, focusing on your own personal happiness and feelings and achievements. So I feel like in a way, Spirit's advice is be proud of yourself. You've come a long way. You've made a name out of yourself, despite the pains that you've been through in life and the hardships you've been through. I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into this though. Why is the Nine of Cups the advice? I feel like something was taken from you or something like that. Yeah, Ten of Swords and the High Priestess. Okay, there is a bit of a message here about keeping yourself to yourself a little bit. And I know that might sound a little bit contradictory. I feel like when the Ten of Swords is there, it's over, it's done with. I almost feel like don't engage in that anymore. Don't think, like, not just don't think about it. I know, don't worry. I know that that's easier said than done, but it's almost like accepting an ending and calling your energy back to yourself seems to be the High Priestess. I don't know why, because High Priestess she's very silent, right? She kind of keeps to herself. She has a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, and maybe even a lot to say, but she's very mindful about what information she's giving away, right? It also represents about things behind the veil. So maybe it's a good time to check in with your subconscious mind and your subconscious beliefs. And in a lot of ways, though, this is your advice. I would say to, again, keep your kind of accomplishments to yourself. I wonder if you are facing a little bit of defeat about people's opinions about you, or if people might not be listening, or people might be jealous. I don't know, because I feel like it's almost about keeping silent about your achievements, which is interesting. Don't just share everything with everyone. And almost the same message I get with that too is almost like be proud of yourself, just with your own validation almost, because the Nine of Cups again is your own happiness, your own achievements. It's not the Ten of Cups, which is about community. It's about yourself. So I really feel like coming back to the self is really important. I'm just going to clarify that one more time so I can know what it's saying. Why is the High Priestess in the position of advice with the Nine of Cups? Now interesting, the Ten of Cups. So it's exactly what I was saying here. I feel like you're learning a little bit about the kind of balance here between your own happiness and the happiness of the people around you, and knowing when to focus on which, right? It's really important, especially if you're growing a family and stuff like that. Like, you need to also prioritize yourself here too. All right. Whatever that means, maybe it's kind of about your family. I'm not exactly sure just yet, to be honest with you. So let me know how it shows up this week. Can I just dive into that High Priestess again? Like, what is that secret knowledge, or what is that? What is the High Priestess representing here as advice? Can we just clarify the High Priestess? Listening to your intuition would be a big one, Page of Swords. Yeah, I would say keep it to yourself. There could be somebody, maybe an earth sign. The King of Pentacles could be a person in your life who is kind of watching what you're doing or is a bit triggered by you. So I would say just keep it to yourself so people don't steal your ideas, or because people could be keeping tabs on you. And because Page of Swords is a detective, right? Someone could be, seeing what you're doing, and maybe they're wanting to profit off of it in some way, or I don't know, to be honest with you. So I feel like that's going to really depend on everyone. Because a High Priestess, again, secrets, does feel like maybe you have a secret admirer. Who knows? But again, they're saying keep to yourself, because it does feel like people are watching and maybe ready to criticize you. Depends on who that person is. So I'd say focus on your success and your happiness and on your own achievements. It will grow and it will grow and expand through time or with time. Right now, what you need to focus on is being very fair with your judgment about what is in your life and whether it should be or not, right? And to keep focusing on your dreams. You're growing, you're evolving, you're expanding, all right? And all of that is really good. And again, you have success here. So I don't want you to worry too much about the people around you or what's hurt you, okay? The people who've hurt you. All right, my angels, I did say I was going to dive into your little specific areas. So let's look into love very quickly. What's going on in the area of love for Aries this week? In the area of love, the Magician. Interesting. Some of you could be manifesting in a love interest or feeling more positive about where things are going in your love life and speaking to a wide range of people. So some of you are single, dating, or in a relationship. So however it is, I'll let you apply it however it is. But the Magician is all about having the resources and tools already to grow and to take this even further. So if you're single, maybe you want to manifest in your soulmate. So the Magician is saying that is possible. Again, dream the world into being makes sense here in your love life too. And if you want to have children, then again, manifesting or setting the intention, if you will, to grow and evolve there is also here too. So yeah, I guess in a sense, they're saying to manifest it. Things look positive with that card in the area of love. All right, let's dive into career and finances for Aries this week. What's in the area of this? 10 of Cups, really good community going to be surrounding you during this week and a lot of happiness. All right, the rainbows represent a little bit that there's been some hardships here. So this week at least, 10 of Cups coming through says that everyone's going to be quite happy with the way that this is unfolding in your life. Whether that's colleagues, for example, it just feels like everyone's quite happy here, especially you are going to be quite happy in the area of your career finances. Whatever difficulties you've been through, you're coming out the end of it. All right, now let's look at the area of the unexpected. What's coming through that you're not expecting this week? The Hanged Man. So this is all about enlightenment. So it does feel like you're going to be able to have a perspective shift, and maybe you're going to understand something a lot more deeper than you were expecting. It's a period of, maybe in an area of stagnancy, maybe even through meditation, you might actually come across some sort of enlightenment or spiritual knowledge or awareness about your surroundings that might actually give you a spark about where things are going in the future. You might be looking at things a bit differently this week, and it might catch you by surprise in a good way. I like it. All right, my angels, so that's what I have for you. I wish you guys all the best for the week. Please let me know how this reading resonates with you, and if you do like it, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.